You know, I've seen a lot of products over the years. I've never seen a treadmill anything like this. Like, what's the inspiration? Did you want to make just the coolest, craziest treadmill of all time?
Well, we knew, you know, my background is aerospace engineering. So if we're going to do something, we're going to make sure we do it right, right? It's going to be cool. It's going to be innovative. This was designed from the ground up. Mechanical engineer that we employed, Brian Wright. He's the one that came up with all the mechanicals. This system that you see was designed to be able to power in is power out. You know, a lot of the treadmills you'll see on the market, if you watch them when someone runs, especially somebody with size and power, you'll see almost like a trampoline effect because of more the X lift system. This is a dual jack screw, you know, designed to withstand well over about a ton worth of force.
Wow.
Right? So it's built to be excessive, to exceed all of the parameters that we could ever experience, but also, you know, be able to get a kid on here that's 8 years old and ultimately, with the use of the protocols, 8-week periodized speed development, take them through a systematic move better, faster approach. So the mechanical side is we just wanted to build a spaceship. The spaceship is what you see, but at the end of the day, it's a treadmill. What do we do with the treadmill? That's the essence of Uberzati, right? So these protocols that were developed by Bo Chavez the last 30 years of his life that you're going to experience, right?
I'm excited for it.
Level 0, and you'll work your way through 8 weeks. We'll evaluate, and we're going to be with you the whole way, right? We'll go to level 1, level 2. If you get to level 2, you're going to be transformed, right? And it is how you move, right? And we're building the elasticity in the tendons, making sure that all of that stretch reflex over time is developed properly, safely. We use a lot of incline. Everybody thinks it's the speed of the belt. It's the incline that's the magic. And that's why you follow the protocol, you follow the system, and good things will happen.
The how high of an incline does it go? How fast does it go? And then,
so we designed it to be, you know, exceed. So it's a 40% incline. Very few of the protocols take you to 40%. And when we get up into those higher inclines, a lot of what we're doing is going to be holds. But we do have free runs up near, you know, in the mid 30% incline. We're 31 miles per hour, which exceeds, you know, at least anyone that we've experienced be able to do. And even at those higher speeds, more holds. And we're going to teach you, you know, all of the bounds, the shuffles, just the different movement patterning that is going to build coordination. It's going to really fire up the central nervous system. But that's it. It's designed to exceed any parameter that you should do. 40% incline, 31 miles per hour.
Shit.
And that's motorized, right? So it has all the non-motorized. We can vary the resistance on the belt.
So you can power it yourself?
Yeah.
Fully powered
Sled.
by you. We have just the motor resistance, and then we have the ability to increase the resistance on the belt. We also have an attachment that comes off the back, so you can, so if you're in non-motorized, you're going to be using the bar as the resistive force, and then you apply power through your system into the belt.
Got it.
Vary the resistance on the belt depending on the protocol. And then if you want to get your arms into it, full sprint, non-motorized, we have an attachment that comes off the back that you can tether. So now you're resisted from the rear with full range of motion through your sprint mechanics. And then you can vary the incline to get yourself into different positions and different angles depending on what you're trying to achieve, mostly with the acceleration phase, right? Top end speed, max velocity, we're going to be low incline. Acceleration, power, we're going to be high incline.
What's the difference between, you know, striking the ground on the treadmill versus like just being on the regular ground or maybe being on a other type of treadmill? Because there seems something unique about this when I utilized it when I was with you guys in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's going to feel really smooth. It's probably a good question for Bo to answer because there are some benefits.
It felt soft, but if
yeah,
it was too soft, I don't think it would work
No,
great.
it's not to be.
It's more smooth.
Yeah, it's not. It's so smooth. So when you're saying soft, it's not that the deck is soft because the deck is hard. Right? We designed it to where what Tim was saying is that deck has to be hard. Right? Because if it's soft and there's any spring or give to the deck, then it'll negate this what we call the stretch reflex.
Like running in sand, like
Yeah,
thick sand.
you want to. That's the thing about running in sand, right? People think I'm going to run in sand, I'm going to get faster, right? But when you run in sand, okay, it's more proprioceptive and it is good for stability. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to get fast, okay, you have to teach the body, right, to fire the muscles at a higher rate of force. Because when you're in the sand, you will negate that. Most of that force, okay, for sprinting comes out on the backside mechanic. Okay, the gastroc-soleus complex, the hamstring, okay, up into the glute. All right, and if you have any kind of give, okay, so say you're running on this deck, okay, and say it was soft, and when you go to land like that and it absorbs, okay, it will negate that stretch reflex on the backside, the gastroc-soleus, okay, because that's where your power is going to come from. Everybody wants this position here, dorsiflexion, okay, whether you're doing plyometrics or anything, it's always dorsiflex, dorsiflex, dorsiflex. It's not plantar flex. You don't want a plantar flex, you want a dorsiflex. The reason we want dorsiflexion is because that stretch on the backside, gastroc-soleus complex. So, but if it's soft and you land, okay, the deck will absorb that. Automatically, that stretch reflex goes away. Okay, and the stretch reflex is muscle spindle. The greater the stretch on the muscle, the greater the resulting contraction. Okay, and when you teach that, okay, you manipulate stretch reflex. You shut off what we call Golgi tendon organ, okay, which causes a premature contraction of the muscle, which is not what you want for speed. For speed development, you want to override the GTO, okay, and manipulate stretch reflex. So the greater the stretch in the muscle, the greater the resulting contraction. If you negate that or you limit that, okay, with a soft deck or in sand, okay, you decrease that stretch reflex, okay? The less stretch, the less contraction. The more stretch, the more contraction. Okay, it's a simple concept. It's like a rubber band.
Yep.
Okay, the greater the stretch in the rubber band, okay, the harder the resulting contraction. The same thing with your muscles. You just have to manipulate that and override that. The way we do that is with a hard deck, okay, and incline. Not speed of the belt. Okay, that's where everybody goes wrong. It's like, okay, this is different than running on the ground. Technically, it is. Okay, but what we're trying to do is what you'll see a lot of the times is guys will get on the treadmill. Okay, we're going to do over speed runs, right? And they're over speed run. Yeah, by that time, if it's too fast for you and your central nervous system, if you haven't taught it to be, okay, say if you want to run 20 miles per hour, you don't get on here and you just don't start at 20 miles per hour. You have to periodize to get to 20 miles an hour to teach your body to run 20 miles an hour, just like strength. Okay, if you wanted to squat, you know, say you wanted to squat 1,000 pounds, right? Which is what I believe you did. Okay, did you get under the bar at 1,000 pounds, or did you work your way up through a system to get to those 1,000 pounds? Okay, it's the same thing with speed. Okay, the cool thing about the treadmill, all right, is it's a manipulation of all those parameters that I'm talking about. Greater the stretch, the greater the resulting contraction, but you have to teach your body to do that. Okay, it's not just going to happen over time, and the treadmill is a great way to do that. Using the incline, all right? Okay, periodizing, using incline to enhance, okay, flexion and extension, specifically at the gastroc-soleus complex, okay, and at the ankle, even in the big toe.
It forces you to pick your knee up.
It forces you. That's the whole point.
If you think about it, you hear people say, oh, you're just keeping up with the belt. One of the benefits is forcing that extension, right? It's going to take you through extension, which causes that reflex, the stretch recoil. So your ability to keep up with the belt is actually enhancing the physical ability to get through that full range of motion and take advantage of your biomechanical efficiency.
And the only way to really do that on the ground that I've found that is the most effective is good old-fashioned plyometrics, right? Off a box, right, depth jumps, not necessarily going up to a box, but dropping down and jumping, or just good old-fashioned plyometrics, right? As soon as your foot hits that ground, it causes a really quick, hard stretch. That quick, hard stretch is the stretch reflex, the muscle spindles. Nobody ever talks about muscle spindles, okay? Muscle spindles is what allows your muscles to elongate through a range of motion, okay? But you have to teach your body to do that, okay? Just like anything else. If you know how to increase that range of motion, you will get harder, faster on the ground. You just will. Okay? You just have to teach it.
Your brain's perception of what is safe,
Right.
both in how fast it's firing and the range of motion for that shutting off that GTO. So now you can move faster, safer. Reduce the probability of injury while drastically increasing your speed. The other thing we see is average of 4 to 6 inch vertical jump increase in about 8 weeks.
Increase in strength. When you're
Putting-
talking about
putting
strength
all of that
as a
together,
whole,
just as a byproduct
Yeah.
of running the protocols.
and so if you want to get stronger into the racks as well, right? The key there is central nervous system development. How do you teach the brain to fire the muscles at a higher rate of force? Okay, when you get them on a system like this, say they don't know what 12 miles an hour feels like, right? Once they touch 12 miles an hour, like, oh, I know how to run 12 miles an hour now. Okay, what's next? Oh, I can run 13 miles an hour. Oh, I thought that. Okay, boom. Just like anything else, right? Your body begins to adapt to that. Okay, 13, I know how to run 13. Boom, 13's good. Now I can do 14. Now I can do 15. Now I can do 16, all right? Oh, I can squat 225. Oh, I can go to 350. Okay, oh, I can go to 400 now, right? I can go to 500 now. It's the same thing with speed. It's an adaptation. You just have to teach the body to do it. And the treadmill is just a beautiful controlled environment type tool to teach, okay, central nervous system development. Teach the brain to fire the muscles at a higher rate of force. Incorporate two fast twitch muscles at a higher rate, you will get faster because it's in a controlled environment.
When someone runs 20 miles an hour on the treadmill, like how fast are they running outside? Like if they're because I see like a lot of the videos you guys have, people running 20, 21, stuff like that, and they're holding it, just for like a brief moment. When they're outside, like, are they what's the comparison? Is there a comparison, or? I mean, I know eventually you'll get them to reach that speed on the ground as well. It kind of reminds me of the slingshot a little bit, where it's like this is prepping you to handle, like in the slingshot case, to handle those bigger weights. It's like it's a way for us to get you some practice at this super high speed, and you're going to be able to end up doing that most likely, I think, on a track or something like that, right?
Correct.
So we do most of our top speed. So we eval every 8 weeks. We've been running this system in a publicly available form called Uberzati, right? That's our performance training center. So 6 years, this is what we do every day with the athletes. And every 8 weeks, we've collected data points on our athletes. We do our top speed testing at 15% incline. And the reason we do that is it forces proper movement mechanics as opposed to just trying to go as fast as you can flat on the treadmill. And that's probably not what people think we do, even though you call it 2% of the protocols are flat runs, top speed. But you've got to progress through the 8 weeks and multiple levels before you're hitting those. So if we take top speed on the ground, laser time, fly 10, you're doing a 30 build, fly 10. Top speed, miles per hour, laser time. Compare that to a 15% incline. If we multiply the top speed times 1 minus the percentage, so the inclines we do are ratios. So it's 15%. So take the top speed times 85%. That is within a tolerance of about 0.1, 0.2 miles per hour standard deviation. That's the number they'll run on the tread. And what do we mean by that? That means they have to hold perfect form without assistance for 6 seconds.
6 seconds is an
So you
average
can
run
see
for
that-
any sport. Okay, other than say you're doing 100 meter or 200 meter, right? That's 6 seconds. Everybody says, why 6 seconds? That's an average play in probably most sports: football, basketball, baseball, volleyball. Right? It's go, 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 boom, stop. Okay, so
if you ran a 20 mile per hour 30 build fly 10, we could multiply that times 0.85, put you on this tread at a 15% incline, and you're going to be right on that number within 0.1, 0.2 miles per hour on the display.
Got it locked in.
Yeah, and then that translates through all of the different inclines, right? So you populate the speeds at varying inclines according to the protocols, and that's how the system is designed to enhance your performance. Periodize it over 8 weeks. multiple levels, and you're going to start at level 0. You're going to work your way through it, so it's a lot more holds than it is free runs, and you're focused on form. As you can see, you get the youth athlete, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. What are you really teaching them? Biomechanical efficiency. That's why I call this a time machine, right? We can condense the amount of time. You can imagine if you had that same kid out on a track, with the best track coach on the planet. That feedback loop is not instantaneous. It's like, let's get some film, let's look at it together, let's talk about, let me try to give you cues, do it again, do it again, do it again. Over a series of interactions, they'll improve over time. But how fast,
that's key,
can you get that athlete moving the way you want them to move is the time machine aspect. We all have you got this amount of time, what are you going to do with it? If I can teach you in 30 seconds, and instantly they'll see themselves in the mirror, they'll hear you, like Bo talked about, they'll feel it, and that feel starts to become real. They rewire their coordination pattern, and that translates directly from the treadmill to the ground. They've now felt it. They have that proprioception of them moving through space and time the most efficient way.
And you guys were saying at the high level sports performance places in the country, some of the places that have the Z treadmill, you guys are seeing them utilize it like day in and day out with a lot of athletes. Like I think at the facility that you guys have in Florida, I think you guys were saying you have like 3 or 4 treadmills there.
Treads running 4, 5, 6 hours a day, right? 5 kids deep. You know, as Tim says, they're just humming all day long.
And one athlete pops on there, and the program is in the thing, and it switches to the next one.
Program, that's the beauty of it, right? The program is already there. All I have to do. So you may have, say, so let's just take, you've got 6 varsity level athletes, football, basketball, whatever sport you want, right? They're all running through the same periodization, the same protocols. The only adjustment we make is within the speed. Remember, it's the incline. It's that biomechanical efficiency that we're chasing. Okay, the speed will come once they develop the movement. You got to develop the movement to get the performance, and then you get to the skill. Okay, so when they come on, you may have a kid that's 25% incline and 10 miles an hour, right? You may have the next athlete come on, 25% incline, 8 miles an hour. Okay, we're letting the treadmill, okay, enhance that biomechanical efficiency. We're not letting that's everybody thinks it's that speed of that belt, right? If we really wanted to do things backwards, right? We'd get them on, okay, and we just get on and just run as fast as you can. We'll put you at 20 miles an hour, low incline, run 20 miles an hour until, right, it's a set principle, right? Specific, adapted, imposed demands. Just hold you there and let you run as hard as you can, all right, until you can run 20 miles an hour on your own. It's not how the body works. If your body doesn't understand it, it doesn't allow the body to get to that biomechanical efficiency that we're looking for, it doesn't matter. Okay, how many times you put them at 20 miles an hour. If the body can't handle it or doesn't know how to run, they're just not going to maintain and hold that 20 miles per hour. Okay, then you go back to where, yeah, it is different than running on the ground. Because then they'll go into what I call a braking mode. Right, they're struggling, right? Their feet are rolling out underneath them at 20 miles an hour, but their mechanics are just bad.
Falling apart.
Once their mechanics fall apart, boom, they're done. They can't do it anymore. So we use the incline and we dictate the speed, not the incline. So it goes back. Okay, you got one kid at 25 and 10. Another kid is going to be 25 and 8 miles an hour. Another kid maybe 25 and 12 miles an hour. Just all based on ability, right? Okay, but you let the incline dictate, okay, that biomechanical efficiency that we're looking for. So when they get off the tread and they go to their sport and they do ground-based stuff, okay, they're more efficient and they will get faster quicker. That's the whole point. Okay.
What would you guys like to do next? You know, because I just wanted you guys to like intro the product and tell people about it. Like, you want to try to take me through something similar that you did when we were out in Tennessee, or do you guys want to spend some time showing Ryan kind of how to operate it, like, or we could do that simultaneously, maybe?
The operation is very straightforward.
Oh, good.
It was designed to be that way, so you can train a coach very quickly on how to effectively cue an athlete and accompany them through their journey of moving better, faster.
Cool.
So we'll just take you through kind of a standard flow of the education. He can see how Bo interacts with you, and then it would be good for you to step in and be Bo. Some of the obvious things that are going to be, you know, an athlete that gets too close to the bar, how to get him off the bar, how to get him into good positions. Sometimes cueing is knees up, and he'll be snapping the fingers. It's all how athletes interpret with you knowing what it is we're trying to achieve, right? And even the 25% at 8 versus 25% at 10, understanding what is the movement pattern, what is the perfect form that we're trying to achieve, to say this is the right speed for you at this incline, and we're going to maximize the benefit of the protocol. So he'll go through, you know, getting on and off, cueing you. He maybe even put you in some common bad patterning, things that an athlete would do, and how to get them back to where you should be. You'll pick it up really fast.
How high is this?
This is 33%. Okay? Just let that leg travel back. Push through. Drive through. There. Drive through. Good. Just as that incline goes up, right, he just gets more stretch on that backside. Okay? Army on the front side. Right there is the key. See that right there, that angle? There's your extension. Okay? That causes more flexion. And if you look from the side, now his knee, okay, is truly traveling over, okay, the top of the toe, which is where he needs to start, okay? 10 seconds. And he's getting that head over toe pattern. And off. There we go. Okay? Perfect. Right now I'm just watching him run, okay? 5 seconds. Good, grab the bar, step off, there, rest, okay? All right, now we know how. So I want you to run like you normally run, all right? Then I'm gonna cue you from there. Okay, it's a 15-second run. Now listen, if it doesn't have to be exactly 15 seconds, right? It's 13, it's 16, it's 17, whatever it is, just get close, okay? What I don't want you to do is stare at the timer, okay? Ready? And you start running, okay, okay. And he's doing whatever he's doing, all right? And then it hits 15 seconds and you're off, all right? Just get close. All right, there, go. All right, knee up high, pop it up, higher, higher, higher. Come on, get that knee up, good. Right there, maintain, good, pop, good, right there, come on, come on, come on, there you go. Stay up, come on, step, right here, good. There, right there, maintain that. 3, 2, off, good, just like that, perfect, rest. There you go. Okay, this is the middle of the tread. If you have to hold, that's fine.
Yep.
It shouldn't bother that heel, okay? I want you to stay centered here, push, and then reach to the top. Push out, reach up. And I want you to go retro, okay? It's rare that most people go retro. It's a whole different biomotor pattern, okay? I think this is gonna be good for you, okay? From a speed standpoint, all right, and a stability standpoint, all right, and a mechanical standpoint. And then you're gonna switch and go the opposite side, okay? Now you're pushing to the weak side, okay? It's a push and a reach, then you step forward and you step off, okay? Let's see what happens.
All right.
So
Okay.
step on, okay? Whatever side you want to first, I don't care. Right? Okay, slow and easy. Any pain?
No.
Okay, good. That's what I want. Okay, now, get your toes towards me, okay, and slowly let go of that bar.
That felt weird on my other knee. I used to like moving that way at all.
It's different, right?
Yep. Here, let me show you.
Okay. Hold that bar. There, just like that. Slow and easy. Stay down, reach. Good. Right there. Good. Keep your toes towards me. That's your push. This is your reach. Good. Good. There you go. That's what I want, Mark. Right there. Maintain that. Maintain that. Okay. Good. Now turn, go backwards. Right there. Nice and smooth. Come towards me. Come towards me, man. Come on, come on, come on. Easy. Now stay down. Okay, slow your arms. Slow arms. Good. There. Good. Keep reaching back. Good. There you go. Good. Okay. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Okay. Good. Now turn towards me. It's gonna feel funky, dude. Yeah. 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 Okay. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. Good. Now stay down. Okay. That's your push now. Now you're opposite. This is your weak side. I can already tell. Left leg up. Left leg up. Slow. Slow, man. Slow. Smooth. There you go. Good. Good. There you go. There you go. Keep doing that. About 5 more steps. 1, 2. Good. 3, 4, 5. Turn. Go forward. Step off. That's set 1. Good. See what I'm talking about? Okay. When you get someone out of a normal plane of motion, right? It messes up with their brain.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's a whole, now he's not used to that. I mean, you could tell right away, right? Then when he went to that weak side, because I always say, go whatever side you want to first. Automatic, your body, whether, okay, it's automatically going to go to that strong side. And then when you turn back around and they know that's their weak side, and they're like, you could see it and you're like, oh, fuck. Okay, all right.
Hey, you get scared, yeah.
It's a mechanic thing.
Hey, you're going to
right?
fall.
You're fine, right?
You're going to fall.
But I think if you keep doing this, I think that's a good way of helping that foot. Okay?
I think it'll help a ton too, especially the backwards.
The backwards is key, right? I mean, I learned to go retro probably in '99 when I first was kind of introduced to it. And I'm like, man, there's some cool shit to this, right? And I started doing it with hockey players. Okay, and the reason I used it on hockey players is we had a old school high-speed hockey treadmill. And the pro guys would get up there, and you actually get on with your blades, your actual blades.
Oh, shit.
So the pro guys would get up there and like, man, I hate this thing, right? They didn't like it, right? But what I wanted to do was be able to mimic, okay, the stride. So the stride of skating, right, is they abduct, right? Then they extend, right? Then they're into this position here. Then they're back, right? Then they stride out, okay? And then they come back. So I wanted to mimic that, right? So I had them get back up on that big hockey treadmill, take their skates off, put their shoes on, and that's when you're doing it, right? Okay, there's your hockey stride. There's your extension there. Right. There's your extension right there. Okay, there's your extension. Okay, there's your abduction. Then you switch to the other side. Okay, but then I started thinking, okay, what I started seeing was I'm going to use my regular athletes on it. Okay, football, track athletes especially. Okay, because what do track athletes do? Straight line the whole time.
Right.
Right? Or athletes that train in general, right, when they're in their weight room, right? It's always here, right? They're bench, right? Squat, clean, right? All in that frontal plane. Get them out of that plane, that sagittal plane, right, and make them move sideways, okay? Then that's more quote-unquote functional.
Yeah, variety.
It's a variety, right? Okay, and also, and then I started seeing, right, now I was like, holy shit, then I learned about what they call the lateral subsystem, okay? It's just a subsystem of muscles, okay? Your abductor, right, is working in conjunction with your adductor and your quadratus lumborum, okay? It's a sling, so basically, it's a sling on the hip. Okay, I always said lateral medial stability will enhance, okay, that linear mobility. You enhance the linear mobility, it's more power into the ground. And then you alleviate retro and antroversion, okay, which is what you don't want to do from a speed standpoint, right? If you're swinging as opposed to driving, okay, you'll be faster. Make sense? Okay, and it's a brain game now, right? So step up. Okay, there's the incline. Now I want you to go to the weak side. That's your right side. Okay, same speed, it's not very fast, just step on walking forward. Okay, now turn and go right. Now watch, once your body picks it up, you're all right. There you go, dude, right there, man. Slow, it's not that fast. Push, that's your push, that's your reach. Extend it up, extend that leg up, straighten your knee to the top, extension. Extend the knee to the top, there, more, there, extend the knee to the top. Let's try there, right there. Extend the knee, there you go, there. Good, Mark, there, good. Ready, turn, back. There you go, smooth, man, smooth. Speed up just a little bit. Lean forward just a little bit and reach back. More hip extension, less knee flexion. Slow your hands down, smooth. There you go, good. There you go, good. Just get that in your head, that's it, right there. Okay, now I'm gonna turn, ready? Turn towards me, go. Other way, no, other way. Back towards me, ready, go. Good. There you go, same, reach up. Smooth, there, good. Just like that, good. Keep doing that. Good, turn, go forward. Step off, there you go, set two. 2 more sets, yeah. Good.
I like that, feels
different, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, rest. Yes, sir. That's the middle right there, nice and smooth, dude, good. Your feet are towards me, good. Knee extension to the top, there. Stay down, good. There you go, smooth, slow, good, right there. Attaboy, right there, good. Yeah, good. There you go, now it's in your head, now go backwards. There you go, smooth hands, there you go. Yes. Good, reach, extend the back of that hip. Good. Go. There you go. Okay. That way. Sir, left leg up, knee extension at the top, stay down and you got it. Right there, perfect. That's it, there you go, come on, reach it up, good. Go 5 more steps, good, 1, smooth, 2, there, 3, good, 4, 5, off, perfect. There you go.
Right hand, yes.
There,
yes.
there,
Yes.
there,
Yes.
Good. There you go. Good. Good. Good.
Go straight ahead.
It's all coming, man. You're all
It's
right.
hard to,
Right?
like, because then the arms kind of throw the body in
Smooth.
position a little bit.
Good. There you go. Now go backwards. All right. It's a whole different biomotor pattern. There you go. That's a better. There you go.
Get my
Okay.
foot hacked off.
Now towards me. Turn. There. There it is. There it is. Smooth. Smooth.
Yeah, that side.
Smooth. There it is. Yeah. This is your strong side. That's why. Okay. There you go. Just like that. Good. 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 There you go. Turn and go forward. There you go. Step off. All right. So it's the same. So right, you're here, right? It's okay. Snap. Pop. Pop. Because that turns to that. Okay. Here. Here. 1, 2 steps. 1. Boom. Go. All right. 1. Go. Okay. And you just work that. Work. Snap. Snaps. Everything's smooth. Okay. All right. You get
Got
it.
it.
All right. Remember, you're just working. Everything you've been doing basically has been right in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.